This is anonymous. You may or may not have heard of us. President Lungu. As a Zambian worker paid for by the Zambian people, you have continued to disregard the value of taxpayer resources that you waste. You have abused the public media, ZNBC, which is paid for by the Zambian citizens. You have selfishly denied the public a chance to hear the views of other political and non-political parties. The awareness of your citizens is threatened. As commander-in-chief of your own republic, you have failed to arrest your militant, violent youths. This has led to opposition UPND breeding another group of violent, militant youth. As a result of this violent culture, the peace and safety of ordinary citizens of your country are threatened. You continue to preside over a non-independent judiciary, ACC and DEC. As a result of this, the rights and freedoms of ordinary citizens of your country are threatened. You have made the Zambia police the most useless law enforcement and yet the most brutal force of oppression. As a result of this, the peace, security and safety of ordinary citizens of your country are threatened. You have failed to stop corruption in your country. As a result of this corrupt culture, the development and future of ordinary citizens of your country are threatened. You have continued to use henchmen Chama, Kamwili, and Piri to insult the intelligence of the masses and to utter hurtful and unproductive statements against people or groups of people. The unity, peace, and harmony of ordinary citizens of your country are threatened. You have been seen by many to be spineless and a coward, whose voice is mocked by your junior henchmen. The office of the president has become weak and ineffective. The power and authority of this office, which belongs to your citizens, are threatened. You have allowed rubbish to collect on the streets and made your cities and urban centers the dirtiest towns in the world. As a result of this, cholera has broken out and the health and well-being of your citizens are threatened. You have appointed incompetent officials to government and ministerial positions. The productivity and wealth of these institutions is threatened. The wealth and development of ordinary citizens of your country are threatened. You have allowed ruling party henchmen to run the markets and bus stations. The city councils have been rendered useless and unproductive, as your henchmen collect illegal fees from the marketeers. The peace, prosperity, and civility of ordinary citizens of your country are threatened. This is anonymous. The ordinary citizens of your country demand that you give the markets and bus stations back to the city councils. Remove party codders and incompetent officials from the corridors of power. Deploy the councils to clean up your cities and remove illegal street markets. Reassert the power and authority of your office. Immediately halt uncivilized messages of hatred and tame your uncivilized henchmen. Immediately stop the corruption by the greedy and restore the confidence in the system. Order the corrupt police forces to start being effective and professional protectors of the citizens. Allow the investigative wings to operate without intimidation. Immediately stop the violence in the country. Immediately stop abusing the public media paid for by taxpayers. Immediately start respecting your employers, to whom you are a servant. Immediately start working for the citizens, the taxpayers who put you in that office. Failure to this, we shall start disabling various government and public installations one by one, and bring your incompetent governance to a standstill. We have done this before. Governments should fear the people they govern and not the other way round.
We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forgive. Expect us.